I am just so full of so many ideas and emotions, and I hear you talk about that level of connectivity and the energy giving, receiving, and that was one of the most vitally important things that you shared with me. I think one of the last days that we were there, I was there the first time, I wasn't understanding this element of letting go. Like you were like relax completely. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like I have to have frame, how can I relax completely? And you were like, you have to relax so that the leader can give you, you can receive the energy the leader wants to give you so that you can follow his lead. And it's just, it's just this back and forth exchange, and that transformed everything.
Yeah, because in the conversation you were having when you were dancing, you want to talk all the time, and that was the problem.
I feel totally exposed now. Is what's going on over there?
No, not continue.
I thought maybe Tammy was around. We love you, Tammy. That's Lachy's wife, by the way. um, yeah, totally. I wanted to talk all the time because I was afraid. I was scared of ultimately that connection of receiving the energy, and I guess I didn't know what would happen if I let go, you know?
Yeah, but that's not. That's also something that is difficult to learn because when you are in a society that now all the women stand up and fight for the rights, and they feel so equal with the men, and you feel so sure of yourself when you are in the point of uh, dancing couple, and it's very difficult to let it go.
Yeah.
It is something that I always try to explain, and because it's part of something that it's very difficult to understand, uh, why you have to let it go, why you have to let the man you know give you all the energy, and then you can just wait for that, and then you can reply. uh,
I got
it's very
I gotta jump in here because what's coming to me, I remember when, and yeah, it is difficult. However, I remember when it's about receiving, receptivity, and I think what I'm hearing you say is it's like this balance of the masculine and the feminine, that we all have those traits in us, and now in this growing world the women are so in touch with our masculinity that we
that's what I say.
forget our feminine side too. And so it's
Yeah.
coming into that balance of being able to fully receive and give, and you totally helped me step up into a whole new level of receptivity. um,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what I learned the first time, and then I felt like when I went back a few months later, it was just a deeper integration of everything that I had experienced and had opened up for me on the first trip. Um,
Yeah, you just say it in better words. Yes, the women are so in touch with the masculine side that it's very difficult for them to be in the feminine side without losing the, how you say, the role in the society and
right.
the role in the life, and they are afraid that they can lose power
and
against the men.
and that's so interesting because I find when we as women, as we embrace fully our masculine and feminine side, we have more power. When we're in our femininity, balanced by the masculine, but that femininity, that ability to receive is power. And it's powerful to be, present and just a container of receiving all the good and giving all the good. And it's just that's what I believe.
Yeah, it has been always the most difficult part in the process of teaching, uh, because it's like you say, it's so difficult to let it go. And we can say 1,000 times relax, and 1,000 times they will reply I'm relaxed. So they cannot really understand the level of being relaxed.
Right.
And it's like to rely in your partner for instance, and that's what is to be relaxed in the dance. You have to trust, you have to let it go, you have to let your partner give you the energy, and then you can be in control of yourself. But if you don't get to this point, it's going to be like when you have two poles of the same positive and positive and negative, so they will repel all the time. So you have to change the poles to make an attraction and make a connection.
Yes.
And it's difficult. It's difficult to teach that, and especially more with the people here from Europe, because they really have a big, how you say, feminist society, much more than in the States.
Wow.
And for them, it's very, very difficult. But when they get it, like you say, it's like,
it's an awakening.
Because it's like a friend told me, I have been all my life in control of everything. I have been in control. I'm a secure person that I don't have to depend on a man, and I have to be in control of my kids, and in control of the house, and in control of the car, and so and so and so and so. And then when they get to the point that they're going to dance together with a person, and that person just can be responsible for that time, and that person can give her all what he have to make a connection and enjoy and relax and go to another level. Like when you dance, your brain work in a different way, that you don't think in all the problems you have in your mind. You don't think in the bad things. You just think in the music and the fun, in the joy, in the play. And when they get that point that if they relax, they can receive so much more, then it's like I say, they do like, because then they don't have to think about all the responsibility, all the stress they have to deal every time. And it's a very, especially for the girls, much more than for the guys, but also for the guys, because in the new society, it's like the men, many times they feel, how do you say, that they cannot compete with the girls, because they are so much stronger in so many ways. And when this came to the dance floor, and now you have the opportunity to lead, so you have to provide, you have to be sure, you have to be a person that she can just let it go everything. And when they are just able to do that, for them it's like, oh, now I feel so much secure person in my life. now I know I can do it. Now I know that uh, I'm a better person because of that.
Mm.
So it's both ways.
Yeah, I think what you're bringing up is so beautiful. And what I really hear, and the question I want to ask, for me, this is it's about life. It's not just about on the dance floor. It's like, how can I be this in life? How can I
Yeah, because
just let go and experience and trust and receive that energy that universe wants to give me so that I can receive and give my greatest goodness.
that the thing is that the people use the dance as the way to get to that point. But when they are blocked in their mind, because uh, many times they say, I can, and the the biggest barrier is here in the mind. They if they don't relax here, they cannot do it in the whole body, and
Mm.
that's the most difficult thing to to do, to break down that boundaries, that
Barriers.
yeah, barriers they have in the head, and when they get that and they are able to go to the next level,
Mm.
then they
Yeah.
are so much better persons.
Mm. Making, yeah, such a it changes our contribution. I feel like we're able to fully contribute as a human being, as a woman, as a beer of life. I can when I can just let go and release that sense of needing to have it all together, control it all, be a good person, blah blah blah, make no mistakes or whatever it is. I can just let it go and live my life and receive that just divine flow and share it, give it. I hear something else that was really important too. You spoke about the leader, and in our modern day that the men are starting to like not feel so equal to the women, because women are magical creatures and men are also magical creatures. And there is something about like when I work with couples and it's like, oh my God, man, this is your time to be in control. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
step in fully. And woman, this is your time to totally release control and just be in your body and fully express the femininity that you are, you know?
Hmm.
And it's like a gift. It's like a gift that we're giving each other. And in
Yeah.
that, so much beauty and magic
Hmm.
comes.
You are absolutely right. But as you say, it's so good when you can transmit that to the people. And the best part is to get the feeling that, uh, when the people have fun and they enjoy and they understand the concept of the fun, the concept of the make a connection, to get rid of, to don't think on nothing, just
Mm,
to live that moment.
yes.
Then you can see when the people is dancing in the rueda and when the people is dancing in couple, that is another thing. It's just another thing.
What maybe one last thing would you like to share with us all today before we sign off about
What
dance, life? Is there, what one thing would you really like to leave us with today in this moment so that we can be fully present here and now together on this dance floor of life?
Yeah, more or less I have saying what is most important for me, like, uh, in in this modern life, it's have been very difficult for the women to stand up, and I do really understand that. But at the same time, it has been a bad thing because then they have lost a lot of the feminine side and a lot of to be in touch with themselves and with their bodies. So many times they are not aware of how beauty is to be feminine, and of course you can choose not to do it, but uh, it's also part of you because we are different in a way. We are biologically different, and that's just so beautiful because we don't have to be one best than the other. We are just different, and if we can get that when we connect as a one, and just because the dance is one of the way to do that, and if the man can make his role and the women can make his role, you create a so good energy that makes you feel much better in your life, that makes you create a new stage in your soul, in your role as a individual, and in the relation you have with others. You face the life in another way, and you are so much happy. You are much happier when you can reach this level because you see the beauty, and when you see the beauty, uh, you don't take so much attention to the bad thing, and bad things they are all over. You don't have to be in a very poor country to just see the bad things. There are bad things all over.
Wow.
And uh, and this is something I like from the dance, that when you do it, your person gets better. You get the possibility to know new people, to share with new people, to have another energy in yourself, and you get also a chemical process in your body. So you liberate a lot of uh, the same things that the drugs give to you.
Right. Endorphins and all those good, juicy,
Yes.
and release the things that no longer serve, the toxins and the energy that's just clogging us up. Yeah.
And then of course you're going to feel so much better, and then when you really do it, sharing with another person is even better. So
That's
that's
why we're here. To
that's what
share it.
I think that not just the salsa, but just to dance and have the possibility to embrace another person, have a physical connection, feel the energy, feel the fluid coming, go that way and this way, and you can feel like electric connection. That that's another thing. That's something you really me- appreciate, and makes you think that life can be so much better.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not just the bad thing of daily work and just work for work. It's like you can see so much outside, and I think when you do these things, like try to start to get receptive and try to give, then you see the life with another colors.
Yes, new eyes.
Yeah.
Look for the good. I definitely hear that, and that's actually something that I've made a silent commitment to myself, to learn how to look for the blessings, look for the brilliance in myself and in others and in life, instead of looking for everything that I can find wrong or fault with, or look at that, look, she did that, oh, I don't like that. It's like, wow, I just realized recently that I do that, and I didn't know why. And I just thought, I'm just gonna look for the good and search and just keep my eye, hold the high watch for mine and others' brilliance, and because that's the life I want to live and lead, and I hear you saying that. So I'm going to ask everybody out there who's watching this video, how will you look for the brilliance? How will you see the good in yourself and in life and in others all around us? And how will we all look for this goodness in our own lives in every moment?
Yeah, in every moment. That's
Yes.
important.
On and off the dance floor.
Yeah.
Well, Lachy, Lazaro, Pedroso. Yes?
We are not dancing today.
We are dancing. We're dancing in life. El baile de la vida.
Mm-hmm.
Lachy, thank you so much for being here. Lazaro, Pedroso. How can people find out more about you? If people wanted to contact you, if they're coming to Cuba to take lessons, or they want to bring you to their country, how can they contact you?
Well, normally I have a site in Facebook that
Okay.
has my same name, and my email that is lachysalsa
Okay.
@yahoo.
Okay.
Yes, and that's normally how they can contact me, because Cuba is different than the rest of the world.
Yes.
So we do the things in a different way.
Okay. It's fine. I think those are two very practical, easy ways for people to get in touch with you. Lachy, Lazaro Pedroso on Facebook, and Lachy Salsa at yahoo.es.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. Well, Lachy, Lazaro Pedroso, big hugs. Big hugs from over here in America. We're coming, baby. We're coming. And we're bringing you here, too.
That's almost possible.
One day, someday, we will be together on this continent.
Yeah. And, it's so funny. I have been in so many countries, and I cannot even think about the States.
When the time is right. Cuando el tiempo es bueno.
Cuando sea el tiempo correcto.
Okay. There you go. I'm learning Spanish. Listen to him.
For you.
Well, I love you, and I look so forward to being with you all again here in the States and in Cuba. It's such a special place, La Isla de Cuba. Y I'm just big love to la cultura en Cuba. Y todo las personas.
But you have to know that, the American culture influence a lot also in Cuba, so it goes both ways.
Yes, yes.
For sure.
For now.
Bueno, chao.
Ciao.
Buenas.
Cool jacket.
Yeah, see the brand.
Replay. It's hip.
Yeah, it's bought in New York, babe.
Brought in New York?
Yeah.
Nice. When you coming?
Coming. It's a spicy we use in Cuba.
It's cumin?
Yeah.
So, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. World, it's a big one today. I want to introduce you to a very special person in my life, Lachy, Lachy, Pedroso. Okay, we're gonna start over.
I think so.